crazy story. Just like the others, how am I always involved? I can't explain it. Must be something in the air, or maybe it's just me. Is it me? Is it me? I can't explain. What else can I say?
Welcome back to Is It Me? I'm your host, Michelle Forrester. Here in the studio, we've got Josh Shapiro is here, my co-host, and two very special guests. Back by popular demand, Samson David is here. So many DMs about Samson's episode, so he's here. And with Samson is a very good friend of mine, one of my favorite comics, Peter Bowen.
I thought you said I was back. I was like, what the fuck? I wasn't here.
No, I was not talking about you at all. I was talking about Samson.
Thanks,
I get so many DMs, texts, everything about Samson's episode.
Yeah.
My personal favorite to sit here for. Like, I was almost getting to
my
just
God, yeah.
enjoy it as a podcast live.
Yeah.
Because my whole family just hates on it. Like, my whole,
Like,
like,
watch the one that we all did.
because I have like family members who've tried being musicians, even comedian, and they've all just been shit. So when they see me trying to do anything,
Well,
they just want to
to be
destroy
fair,
it.
if I was your family member and watched that podcast where you're taking Xanax and breaking into your neighbor's apartment and laundry and showering, I'd be like, is Samson okay?
Well, no, because like my Instagram handle used to be Samson C 2.0. So my uncle right away, he's like, everyone's laughing. He's like, I don't know, there was a 1.0.
So they're like roasting your branding as well.
Basically, yeah.
You have to sit with your Italian family. It's like, that was the 1.0. And they all laugh and you're sitting there like,
Dude, he almost disowned me.
He almost disowned you?
I posted a picture on Instagram for like 5 minutes of him laying on a couch.
Oh, I remember that.
Like he's like
I
this.
remember that.
And the caption was, my uncle when he masturbates for the 7th time in a row. and then my aunt calls me. Sorry for sounding like Super Dave Osborne, by the way.
It's okay. It's part of it.
Larry.
hey, Larry, what's going on?
I lost my voice.
Okay, yeah.
Hopefully I get it back.
The whole thing I got from that episode, I'm like, shit, man, you don't work. Like, you was just zip lining all day and shit.
That's all I do.
If you
It's not
bang this,
trouble.
it'll make a lot of noise.
It will?
No, my aunt.
If Borgelli will start throwing papers at you if you bang stuff.
Dude, listen to this. My aunt calls me.
Really? You're gonna shoot shit at me?
If you make noise, yeah.
Well, fuck. Okay.
He's my producer. He knows what he's doing. He
knows what he's doing?
throws things at people.
Well, he's better know to stay. I have nothing.
Peter's testing. Peter's like,
When I posted the picture of my uncle, like, masturbating for the 7th time in a row in broad daylight, obviously not real, my aunt literally called me and goes, he can get in legal trouble for that one day.
Masturbating 7 times a day?
Yeah, because my cousin was like, you don't understand, we have to look out for the family. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? My aunt's like, she's like always high as fuck, and she lives in like Denmark. She's like, your uncle, he might come back to bite him in the ass when he goes to court. And I was like, does he do this normally? Like,
All right, I'll masturbate 6 times.
yeah, like what?
It's like a year
The
later.
judge be like, oh yeah, you don't masturbate in public? What about this? It's like, how the fuck did this backfire on you?
Maybe he has masturbated in public. It's like in 6 months he's actually at the trial, and then they pull up your Instagram photo as like proof that he
Literally
did
just
it.
sleeping on a couch.
No, I know.
yeah, he's sleeping because he jerked off 7 times.
But not in public.
That's what I said.
Just in front of you is really what the photo says.
Is it the aunt that wants to fuck you?
No, I gotta keep it vague in case this comes back to bite me in court.
Yeah,
Okay, that's the legal part.
Yeah. I'm lucky that I still have 3 aunts. So none of them can really know which one I'm talking about.
I just can't wait till the episode he comes back, and then there was 2. No.
Do you often get in trouble for posting things as a comic? Like, do your families like get upset? Any of you? I mean, obviously Samson's family gets upset. I can't say your name for some reason today.
Samson with a P.
Yeah, I'm saying it with like an N, or no, an M at the end.
Zach and I did that nude photo shoot, and everybody that I've ever known was like, dude, what the fuck is going on with them? Nobody watched the video.
Oh.
They just
That was
post a picture naked with a guy.
It was actually an incredible
They
photo.
thought you were doing gay porn for attention.
Yeah, they really were just like, Josh, what's going on with you, man? And it was just like, we just made such a good video. Go watch the video.
It was like your family messaged you or your
Everybody,
friends?
family.
Oh,
my
everybody.
Russian friend was like, bro, what are you doing? Like he was just
Your dad's like, your mother was not on Oprah, Josh.
It was just a black girl. Like,
But yeah, no, everybody was so confused because like that's what it is. Is sometimes you post like shit that like they don't really understand.
Right.
What even is this? You know?
Right. What
My parents understand. They just don't like me. So
my parents don't have social media, so I really can do whatever I want, and they don't really care.
What about stand-up? Do your parents ever come watch your shows?
Yeah, my dad loves that daddy joke.
Fuck. I wish my dad would come, but he's a quadriplegic in a wheelchair. That's not why, though. He just hates me.
oh,
No, they don't come to a lot of stuff, but they'll come once in a while, like the big stuff they'll come to. I don't know that I like even need them to be there, but it's nice to have their support, I guess. I think the only time my mom got mad was one time on her Facebook wall. I shared this like meme that was like of like a mom yelling at her kids. And then my mom unfriended me because she was really mad, and she was like, "You made me look so bad on my Facebook wall." And it was like clearly a joke, but she didn't get it. And then we weren't allowed to be Facebook friends for a little bit.
okay.
Yeah.
Still family.
Yeah.
My mom has never seen.
No,
me
remember
stand up.
when Chris Rock got slapped by Will Smith? I think there was a thing with when P Diddy went on stage. He's like, "All right, we gonna sell this like family."
Yeah.
So I just picture like the first tower collapses, then P Diddy's like, "All right, we're gonna sell this like family."
I don't understand that reference.
Oh, it's like when Chris Rock got slapped.
Yeah, I know that reference.
Do you know what 9/11 is?
No.
Okay.
Can you explain it to
That's the
me?
problem.
No, I think so. Wait, P Diddy went up at the award show later.
And he made a comment, "We gonna sell this like family."
Family.
Okay.
Okay.
But then he killed Tupac.
Will Smith.
What else?
3 days later.
Yeah.
This is not me. So how you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Peter?
Who knows?
Yeah. Are you, is there anything that you have on your mind today that you're spiraling about you want to share with everyone?
How could I got spiral?
Spiral?
Like saying a Dreamcast.
No, like something you're,
Okay, yeah. Let's ask Peter anxiety, depression.
I don't know. Okay.
What the fuck's that?
Do it. Yeah.
No, like it might be difficult to get it out of him, but like we got to figure it out.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
so curious, genuinely, with this.
Wait, I'm depressed.
Can I ask you a semi-personal question? Because you seem like someone who doesn't struggle with mental health in any capacity.
No, sorry.
All right, I got my speech ready. Peter, we have come here today as a family. We love you as a dear friend.
What are you fucking piece
Also,
of?
you owe me $5. Oh, wait a second. I'm on
Okay.
Please stop drinking Sunny D.
I told you I drink the purple stuff too.
I was telling Peter, like, he's the only guy I know who still drinks Sunny D. Like,
wild, man.
everybody, when we were kids, like, do you remember when we were kids, like, at the age of, like, fucking 12, we all kind of collectively knew the government lied to us. Like, this is not orange juice. And we just switched over to orange juice.
Like how Sunny D is the government.
Yeah. The only juice sponsored by the
He still
government is
drinks
Sunny
Mountain
D.
Dew? Who the fuck drinks Mountain Dew?
Mountain Dew
I don't drink
does
Mountain Dew.
lie.
I don't drink Mountain Dew.
All right, now
Mountain Dew is fucking good.
I'm being the slanderous.
No, crush up some Doritos, put them in a bowl, Mountain Dew over top.
Nigga, what are you talking about?
I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
It's a joke.
Oh my
I don't know
God.
if you crush it, put it on like food and shit. For food and shit. Doritos.
Yeah. Okay, so Peter, in your life,
I
okay,
sound like a chain
in
smoker.
general, like everybody will lean one way. Do you lean more to like having anxiety in life or more depression in life?
No, just financial.
Okay, so financial
What?
shit. What will financial shit like make you feel? Do you feel anxiety?
I don't know. No, I'm just like shit. I got no money, bro.
He's like, it's a different disease. It's a different.
That's why you stopped going to church. Because you tell the guy your problems and he asks you for money.
It's a different.
Got a 5?
I guess I'm going to hell, and I just leave. What?
It's a different mental illness. So you only worry about financials. You don't worry about anything else in your life.
Yeah.
Or Claudio sending
What
you
do you
voice notes.
spend most of your money on? What's like your biggest expense in life?
Rent.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my
then-
breakfast.
And what about second? What about second thing that you spend your most money on?
Like forget like rent, food, basic human needs. Like what is your
Before you be video games, I used to fucking video games. Crazy. I had like, were you WoW subscription? I wouldn't even play the game sometimes. I just had it going.
Just like addicted to getting any game, just like keep your
I used to.
subscriptions going.
But now I don't really game, so I just like everything's just more just like life focused, just paying bills. Nothing. If I had to do what I want to do, it'd be like just trips going everywhere. Like to do comedy, I'll be like, okay, let's
Oh, okay. You would like okay.
I'm a simple guy.
You are. You're a real simple guy, and you're always in a good mood.
Am I?
Well, with me anyway. In front of me, you're always in a good mood. Mike Lattis is always in a good mood, but that's because he doesn't apologize to his girlfriends.
How you doing today, Michelle? Like, you know what does that?
No, I just think you're like someone who's really well-rounded. I don't know. I like your energy.
Nah, bro.
I like your hat. Where's the baseball bat?
Is that how you hit on chicks? Or?
No, I know how Samson hits on chicks.
Let's dance.
I just did an impression of John Travolta for 3 hours. So how do you say I can Chinese? I don't know.
There's so much banging. You guys have to stop banging.
Yeah, Boris is getting mad.
He's losing his mind over there. I'm like, okay, it's okay during laughter. Okay, what do you guys spend your money on the most?
Food.
Like food? That's like the number one expense.
'Cause for me, it's just it's pleasure. You know, good food. It's nutritional. You know, if it's quality, and I feel like that's like the best thing I could waste my money on.
Do you do groceries or you do like a lot of Uber Eats or like a lot of eating out?
Well, I haven't cleaned my kitchen since 2018. But sometimes I'll make a steak or something. Yeah, I make good egg sandwiches, wraps.
I used to like strip clubs.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you ever go to strip clubs alone?
Back in the day, yeah.
Okay.
I
In the West Island?
used to no, not in the West Island. I used to go. At one point, I used to go just to watch TSN. I was just like, fine, I want to watch TSN, but I want titties too. And you get sports highlights, and then you get titties.
Yeah, the TSN titty combo. Yeah.
But then after that, like the guys kind of got weird around. They're like looking at the girls like their girlfriends. It's like, weird. I was just like, no, I can't. This is weird.
Like the other guys that went alone were looking at the girls like they were their girlfriends.
No, they didn't go alone. They were like, I don't know, it was weird. It was I don't know. Strip club has a weird atmosphere.
It's a weird energy.
Yeah.
A weird energy. That,
Yeah.
like, I can't like.
Yeah.
Before he used to be like, Americans coming in like, yo, you can touch them in their assholes, and he's like, okay, that's a weird way to just drive down for him, but all right. But then now it's just like they're kind of like bumping into you to like look at the girl just strip, like we could all see the bitch.
Yeah. Well, Josh and I were talking about this the other day that like I feel like I messaged you this that like the whole problem with the world is just like horny guys not being able to like hold in that they're horny. So like when you go to a strip club, it's like finally like a place where everyone can be horny and it's okay. And everything's kind of like there's no rules and you know what I mean? Like men can just kind of act out.
This sounds like a commercial for a strip
they're-
club.
I know.
You know, we here at Shea, whatever the fuck, here we can just act out our inner impulses and touch women, and
But that
it's
is-
really great. We're like a family.
But
here.
that is the energy when you walk into a strip club. That men can just it's mostly men that are there. There's some women that are there.
There's some women there.
So the last time I was at a strip club,
women.
there was a boyfriend and girlfriend, and the girlfriend was the horny one.
Yeah.
And
That
she
happens a lot too.
Just kept trying to hook up with other guys at the strip club.
Oh.
And she was just like, her eyes were fucked up from how fucked up she was. Like, she was not, like, nobody was fucked. And it was just like, everyone was just watching her boyfriend, like, run after her and be like, please, stop, please. And then she would go and she would, like, lift up her skirt to people and start showing them her ass. And we're all, like, just watching this. And, like, she went over to like table of like black guys, and the black guys were just like, get the fuck away. And she was like touching one of them.
They know the gypsy magic doesn't work on them.
It was just like, it was great. And boyfriend just kept like taking her aside and being like, please stop, please.
Yeah, and the strippers were probably pissed. Like this.
Strippers didn't care.
But what is the most annoying thing
I
when you're
would
at a
be.
strip club and like a fucking guy? This happens to me every time. I don't know what it is about me. There's a fucking guy beside me who will start talking to me.
Yeah,
I hate when that happens.
But I was saying is that weird.
Like a loner who's like, hey, so
I mean, not for nothing. Like, you're sitting there with your nose
Yeah.
strip and you're like going,
is that how am I the center of attention right now?
Okay, but
I'm doing like
so what do
T-bomb
they say to you
salad
though?
shit.
What do they say to you when they?
This guy's always like, oh, you're from Montreal. I'm like, why the fuck are you talking to me?
I was saying it's a weird energy. This is like they don't want to be alone, but it's like they're horny, but they want to talk. They like, nigga, I don't want to talk to you, nigga.
Yeah.
Well, you're free to talk to. So,
Well, because they're so nervous.
Guys,
that's a good point.
well, the men that are there. You're like,
they're nervous to be at a strip club.
Yeah, so they talk to another
Yeah.
guy who's too intimidated to like.
Well, it's also they don't have to pay to talk to you. They have to pay to talk to the stripper.
maybe it's
you don't.
charging them.
No, you don't. Like if you take him in the back, you gotta pay. But
Right.
If you're in the front.
But even if she's like, if you're having a full conversation, eventually you're gonna have to like give her some money. No.
No, like to be honest, like every time I've ever like I don't really like getting dances. Like if I'm wasted, maybe I've gotten like dances, especially when I was younger. Like
Yeah.
but it's never so like I should go. I'll always like get drinks and they'll come over and they'll start talking to me and I'll be like straight up like by the way like I'm not gonna get a dance. Like if you want to go talk to someone else, like don't waste your time. Like I don't want to.
Yeah.
Okay, but then why are you there?
And then they just sit on me and they're just like no, it's okay. And then they just talk to me.
Yeah, they just
Then
do this.
they leave eventually.
Okay, so you scam the strippers.
Well, one time we all
Well, it
went.
works,
We
'cause-
had our drug dealer friend who was going to pay for everything, and we're waiting for him
Necessary.
to show up. Okay.
Yeah.
And while waiting, we take the booth in the back because we're like we don't want them to think that we are like going to spend money now. And they come over to us. We're like, no, we're waiting for our boss. We're here on business. Our boss is coming soon. He's going to pay for everything. And then they just, for some reason, started gravitating towards us because we weren't trying to grab them all. And then Sammy Beans was just like, yeah, we're all accountants. And then he points at me. He's like, this guy is the accountant leader. So you guys should really like take some advice from this guy. He can help you like wash your money and whatever if you're getting cash here. So I swear to God, for the next like 20, 30 minutes, 4 strippers were just with us as we're like giving them like financial
Fake advice.
strategies. Oh yeah. And they were just loving it. And then my drug dealer friend showed up and just started feeding them all cocaine. And I swear to God, within like 40 minutes of him being there, 8 strippers were just around him. And he was just like, just keys, just up, just, it was crazy.
He's the key master.
And it was not a good strip club. So all of this was,
That's a crazy scene.
Which one? The West Island one?
I don't want to call it out, but
No, yeah, I'll call out.
no, I've never been to the West Island one.
Don't go.
I've been to the strip
It's
club.
sad.
I heard the chicken wings are great.
The chicken wings are good, but it's really sad there.
They're like flamingo from IGA.
Really?
Yeah.
Face this way.
Oh, I have to face this way?
Mm-hmm.
Scared the customers.
Scaring the customers.
When was the first time you? When was the first time you stepped foot in a strip club?
I don't remember.
I was underage. I had a fake ID. My fake ID was made from Manitoba, and if you Google the Manitoba ID at the time, it was not even the same card. So it was like a guy randomly made a card with like Canadian flags everywhere, and it said Manitoba, like in Times New Roman. And like I actually managed to get into a few places on like Crescent back.
Did you have money?
Yeah, I mean, of course I had some cash. I mean, you know.
No, I mean, like, what were you even able to do as like an underage kid, like in a strip club? Like,
Well, I would get lap dances and shit, and then
Okay.
we'd all lie that, yo, I fucked her, like every guy. every 17-year-old guy walks in, yo, I fucked her. It's like, really, did you?
Can I ask
Did
a
you
question?
now?
Do you guys feel, I might be a crazy person, that like strippers'
Grandma.
boobs are like,
Perky?
no, like, there's like less,
They're like bags
Like-
of sand.
there's, it's kind of like there's
That's
no,
a 4-year-old virgin reference.
there's no like, I don't know how to, no like, I don't know, it's like they're empty inside from, I don't know if it's like,
They're empty. Like there's no fat.
like there's not, like, yeah, like,
There's no like. Well, they're fake.
well, no. Like almost like from like guys grabbing them so much, there's no resistance. There's no like when you grab, like you can touch your own hat, and you know what I mean.
No.
Get through a stripper's tit, like it's not like a tit. There's no like if you grab my
Yeah.
chest, right? There's like
Yeah.
a little like resistance, kind of like it's meat. It's
Oh,
kinda
like it.
You're saying they're better than
It
strippers?
squeezes back. I'm doing it to my boobs,
Yeah, like
but
it
yeah,
squeezes back.
It squeezes
Exactly.
back.
There's a squeeze to it, a certain
Squeeze back.
firmness. That like I'm not saying like firm.
They're only
titties.
bowling ball tits where it's hard and shit.
No, the opposite. That I find like stripper tits are like
More squishy.
squishy, like yeah, full like full
like
squish.
a beanbag chair that's been sat on a lot.
It's been, yeah, like, and is that possible that there've been strippers so like guys have just been grabbing their tits,
Maybe
like,
if they have fake tits.
no, not fake tits though.
Sounds like you need
But how do
financial
you know,
advice.
really?
Because a lot of the time, I don't know, it's you can like they're not giant tits, they're not like
Not giant tits.
you know what I mean.
I feel like strippers have fake boobs. I feel like that's the first thing you do when you become a stripper.
I
Oh,
was
so
just,
many don't.
Really?
So many don't. The ones that do, and the ones that like there's like
yeah, there's a lot of small titties.
yeah, a lot of small titty strippers. A lot of guys just want like small titty.
Can I
strippers
ask you
'cause
though,
they're
like
gay.
when you were going and just like watching TSN, you know, like were you like also getting aroused in the environment,
Watching
or you
football.
just kind of liked being there and like it was just like this is nice. that there's football and
There's
movies.
titties and stuff. There was one night I remember I went in and I guess it was a slow night, and then the guy came and was like, "Girls, this is trash. You have to go outside and get some customers." So I'm watching TSN and I'm watching them try to get guys to come in the strip club from the outside. It was just, it was a weird scenario. I was just like, "Oh, this is like, I like this."
They were like barking.
Yeah.
I feel like you're also probably not a guy that chases a stripper. There's like the guys that like see a hot stripper on stage and they run to try and get a lap dance like first. I feel like you just sit there and wait, and if they talk to you and you're like, okay, they're nice, I'll go
No,
get a dance.
I'll go
now.
to the least selected stripper because now she's like, "Oh shit, okay, I gotta work." Now she's gotta work even more.
Wait, you go to the one that's not getting any work.
Yeah, like the ugliest duckling.
Dude, I did that once, and I didn't know how bad she smelled.
Oh
I'm in the fucking
shit!
room with her. She bends over, and you see a mirror in front of you. She laughed, seeing my face like this,
Wait, why? Wait,
because she smelled terrible.
What's the worst lap
She
dance?
bends over with her ass in my face, and there's a mirror in front of her. Wait, she can see my face doing
oh,
this.
What's the worst lap dance? I remember one of my lap dances, this girl's like kind of like doing her thing, and then she's not looking at me. All I hear is, and then she turns around and she's like, "It's over." I'm like, "It's over."
because of the smoker cough.
Yeah, it was just like I don't know. Like, you gonna dance the next song? Like,
Do you guys ever like feel sad when you're there?
Yes, always. If I'm not drunk, it's so sad always.
You ever have a friend come in from the States, like, and they don't know how the rules are here? So, like, I had a friend, this guy, Dan from Connecticut. We went to this, it's not even open. I don't even know if it's open anymore. It wasn't one of the main ones.
Chateau.
It was a shitty strip club. It was downtown. It was one with all the lights stuck on the wall.
Oh, so it's Super Sex. It's Super Sex,
Maybe.
and then there's the one next to it.
I mean, we're going to bleep that out, but yeah.
Oh my God, there's so many.
Anyway, so he like did like 8 songs in a row. He had no idea. He claims or he was just drunk. And all I know is instead of paying, he like made a scene. He punched a mirror in the strip club, broke it, and ran out. And I was like, fuck, that's America. Like, that is America.
Wait, why did he react that way?
Because he didn't have, he was like, he felt ripped off because he like, apparently he asked the stripper, let me know when the song's done. And she might have caught wind that he's from out of town and took advantage of him. And then he had so many songs that he didn't want to spend, like, I guess, I don't know, $500. So he just ran out, smashed a mirror, and left.
It was like 8 times 50.
Well, because it really is like strippers really do try and finesse people sometimes.
Yeah.
If you're
Well, that's their job.
if you're good at being like, no, you just finessed me, there's sometimes a way to like curb the finesse. That guy just left and like they're not gonna.
That
they're not
guy,
gonna-
I was like,
that
fuck,
guy
why am I paying?
costed them way more than $500. So he broke a mirror.
Well, I thought of doing the same thing. I was like, fuck. I was like looking around for a mirror.
But no, I've literally like I've been at a happy ending place where like I'm leaving and I'm hearing like the manager and a girl like talk, and the manager be like, look, he said when he came it was bad. He doesn't want to pay. He said it's bad and it's not
How is
good.
it
Can you
bad?
just go and do it again? Can you just get one more out of him, please? Can you just give him one more so he just shuts up? And I was like, this is crazy. How is this guy getting the manager to be like, can you just jerk him off one more time, please? Like, that's
that was
crazy.
terrible, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta do it.
How are you doing? Like, no,
We don't
it
know
was
that
bad.
taste in his mouth, nor hers.
I didn't come. If someone's like, I didn't come, maybe that's one thing, but like, I came and it wasn't good. You got to go again. Like, that's crazy.
Well, that's like when I used to work in the restaurant industry and someone would like eat the whole steak, leave like the bone, and then be like, it was really bad. I want my money back. And I was like, well, you ate the whole thing. So like, I don't know what you want us to do at this point.
100%.
Like, it's the same thing. It's like you came. Well,
They just take him in the back and kick his ass.
Yeah, or break
how
a mirror.
bad could it be if you came?
Imagine like a casino.
I know. You can have a bad orgasm, but that's not on them.
No.
That's not their fucking problem.
No.
If you came bad, that's on you, because I find coming bad comes from like not being in control of your cum. Like, not like.
There was an episode of this on Montel once.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This is real.
You guys have had bad nuts, no?
What?
You've had bad orgasms. Like, you've come and been like, oh, this sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. It happens to women too, no?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you're done, but it wasn't.
Yeah, that's why. That's why
Yeah, I think for me, that's usually when it's like mentally I'm not there. And it just, because your body will just make it go away.
How?
Well, like, okay, this is like a little dark, but like when your body wants you to stop having sex, let's say you're like in a position where you shouldn't be, like you don't want to be in the position, it'll like, yeah, it'll like you'll come to, because your body will go, that's how we speed it up. It's like it's over, so you'll come, and then that's why people get confused, because they're like, well, like came.
So
I don't have to piss now.
you have to piss?
Like
I
we,
came.
like I wouldn't say rape. I would say more like this is like I'm more talking about like when kids get molested and stuff. Sometimes they'll come and then they'll get confused after because they're like, I came.
I like this.
So did I like it?
Oh, shit.
But it's actually your body just going into survival mode and saying, when we come, this is over.
Shit. So if I don't come, is it I don't have survival instincts?
Exactly.
Pretty much.
That's exactly what I'm
That's what
saying.
Michelle's trying to tell you, Peter.
Okay.
Well, if you don't come, your lawyer can tell the judge, well, sir, he didn't come.
Okay, wait. So you spend your money on strip clubs. What you spend your money on food? What do you spend the most of your money on?
It's Uber.
Me
It's
too,
Fucked
Uber.
up. It's really bad.
I spend so much money on Uber. I actually think Uber should have like a membership.
They do.
They do, but it sucks. Uber One, like.
No, like a membership program where like you pay a monthly fee and then you can have as many rides as possible.
You can abuse that so much. It's like they did the unlimited travel ticket, and so many people bought it. It's $250,000 for as many flights as you want for life, or it might have been for a year.
I was about to say $250,000 for life is just they just did not think
Well,
about
I
that.
know it was crazy.
Very
They were like, "We
smart.
need money right now," and then they
Let me do
did
the
it.
math on this.
$250,000 a year would make sense because that makes sense because like a first class flight is what, like $10K? So you make your money back if you
Gorgeous.
fly 25 times.
Can you look it up?
But I don't know how they would do this.
Jamie.
But they should, I don't know. I just wish there was a membership of like per month you pay like, I don't know, like $100 a month and then you take Ubers.
You know that we would just abuse the shit.
Yeah, it
out
would
of
be,
that.
I take so many Ubers. I actually sometimes don't buy food because I know I'm going to take an Uber.
Actually, that's another thing. I don't cook anymore.
What would you cook? What would be your favorite thing to cook?
Simple, just rice.
Carlin fries.
What?
Carlin fries.
The fuck's Carlin?
Or whatever the fuck your boss wanted you to get once.
Oh, Rooster Carlin.
Rooster Carlin.
Rooster
Yeah,
Carlin.
Rooster Carlin's his signature dish.
Yeah, no, but he's an idiot. That guy.
Peter has a foreign boss who can't like type in English properly, and asked him for roasted garlic, and he said Rooster Carlin instead of roasted.
Then he gets shit for not bringing
It's
Rooster
great.
Carlin.
That's a great inside joke nobody knows. Thanks
Perfect
for
inside joke for the
Yeah,
podcast.
thanks, Josh. Okay, so for a one-time fee of $250K, this pass gave buyer unlimited first-class travel for life.
Yeah, for
Okay,
life.
yeah. So American Airlines, what is their accountant team? Is you guys in the strip club? That's what it is. That's insane. But it was only 28 people.
They cut it off immediately. They were like,
Yeah.
oh, we're fucked.
28 lucky bastards. Where's this article, E-Bombs World?
Oh, but it was in 1981. So what's the value of 250K in 1981? Probably
It was
close
1980.
today. Oh, right.
It was 1981.
You couldn't have made it
American
easier for me. You literally highlighted it.
I feel like you like read that and you
Yeah.
subconsciously.
Okay, so $560K in 2018 dollars, which would probably be even more now. Yeah, that's crazy.
This reminds me of what I told you about
Wait,
American
can you put the
Airlines.
picture up?
Okay, wait. One at a time, though. You guys are talking over each other.
Put the picture up.
What picture?
It's like, don't worry, this plan won't work. It's like, all right, man.
Life with unlimited travel.
Sorry, were you saying something? You were saying something.
No, I was saying, like, I was telling Michelle, like, there was an article I saw, like, American Airlines now has a class below economy.
What is that?
So there's first class, there's economy, which is the shit that we all hate.
Yeah.
And then below that, and then like in the comments, everyone's like, how much worse could it possibly get?
Like you're just with the dogs and the fucking.
No, you're like holding onto a handlebar in the wings.
Well, no, they literally the guy who owns Ryanair, he wants to do standing room.
What's the fuck?
Yeah, he's-
like in a subway, you hold on to a thing. That's
fully.
insane.
That's crazy.
What about
He wants to charge
turbulence?
$1.
There's turbulence on planes, though.
He wants to charge $1, and he's like, "We'll sell that out before anything."
shit,
And he's
sure.
like, and then the rest of the tickets could go down 25%, and they're already so cheap. Ryanair is like the cheapest way to get around Europe. It's crazy. It's like 40-50 euros to get from.
It is, but then they like do that same thing that Flair does, where they like charge you for every extra. So it's like it's $40, but then it's like if you have a bag, it's like the bag is $60, so you pay $100. So it's like cheap, but you have to like go with a backpack essentially.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. When I flew Ryanair, we kind of got like I don't know, annoyed about it.
I was telling Josh last time. When I went on Via Rail and there was like a bunch of empty seats, and the guy, like I was on the window seat, and the guy sat next to me. And I'm like, okay, but you didn't need to sit. Like you could just sit across. Like
The guy from the strip club.
where you from? I was like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, it was just like he sat next.
It's like,
to me.
where are you going? I'm going where you're going.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Then I'm like, try to sleep, and then he like wakes me up and says, oh, the guy wants a ticket. I'm like, why are you like ticket guy now? Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, the same guy was that met you at the counter was, my friend lives in New Brunswick, and she says the airport in New Brunswick, it's like so funny. It's one guy, but he'll like change outfits.
Oh god.
So like
What?
he'll meet you at the counter, he'll like check you in, he'll take your bags, and then he's the same guy, but then like he'll like put on the outfit, and then like he's the same guy loading. He's just like putting on different outfits.
It's literally me at
also
third
the
floor
chef.
when I'm doing the door and I take off my hoodie and I put my hoodie back on to go on stage, and I'm like, they're not gonna know it's me.
Yeah. They 100% know it's you.
Oh, always. Of course.
That's so funny.
That's actually.
But yeah, I don't know, Peter, is there anything that you do that nobody else does? I don't know. Like anything.
She's asking
Or
if you're
something
original
that-
on any level.
On any level.
I'm just a
Or,
compilation.
okay. Or is there something Or is there something that you do?
It's like he literally, you know that ad for Bernie Sanders where it shows a bunch of different races all at once.
Yeah.
like every face at once.
It's just me.
That's basically Peter.
Yeah, that's pretty much me. Yeah.
I'm realizing right now that Peter is probably gonna be the hardest person to ever interview.
Yeah.
It's like, let's almost suck. But so right now,
I'll ask you
I
the
have a little bit of insight on. You're working crazy hours right now.
Yeah.
Realistically, how many hours a week are you working without comedy, just at your job?
Well, some days I'm working 7 days a week.
Yeah, 7 days a week, and you're doing like 8-hour shifts, 10-hour shifts.
10-hour shifts, 8.
So yeah, he's
You
doing
work
like
50 to 80 hours a week, or like 50 to 70 hours a week.
Give it a take. Yeah, bro.
And you only spend your money on rent.
and then
Yeah,
he does.
man, my dad, all that.
McFlurries.
McFlurry. Okay, you have an obsession with me. You know? I ate McFlurries maybe like for that whole month, and he's just never let it go.
I mean, my month of McFlurries is a little.
It's so much. It's so much ice cream. It's literally a giant, full-size cup full of ice cream.
It's not that, but it's like this big, man. It's like it's not.
I get out of here.
Okay, so you work like 60 hours a week, and then you do stand up,
Yeah,
and then you pretty much go home and sleep.
pretty much.
So right now your life is very busy, but like in general, before
nothing.
you were in this schedule, like what was like your before you got into stand up, like what was like your day to day like?
Oh no, I was more actually into like doing I was trying to do a comic book thing with my boy, and then we just work. But it was just like work, video games, trips. You just like go to travel and stuff. And after a while, it was like I don't want to like go on vacations. Like vacations are weird. Like I can't just be at the beach and just be like, oh, I'm chilling. It's like that's weird.
You can't chill. I relate to that. I'm not very good at taking time to like relax.
Yeah, everybody's like, yeah, let's go to Cuba. I'm like, to do what? Meet you were there? Or like,
Yeah.
Your friend?
Should I tell them about the Claudio debacle with the voice notes?
oh, that's funny. Yeah,
Do I
listen.
have to introduce Claudio?
Nobody
you gotta give
on
context.
nobody
Yeah.
that
Okay, so
listens to this podcast knows who Claudio is.
He's a good friend of ours who's just like insane, just as insane as the rest of us, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit,
Funny is
little,
that
little bit more.
It's literally like whatever. I'm not doing
But
this right
listen
now.
to this. Listen to this. So he
This is
sends,
what I hate
he sends. No, why do you hate this?
because you literally
You
just
forget it. It's just a friend of ours. Okay, a funny friend. Okay, fuck it.
Is a friend?
This guy we
But like,
know.
how deep
It's a
is are we?
guy who has a slight slowness to him.
No, he's just a more interesting guy than me.
Did you say he's just
Whatever.
a more
Listen to this story.
interesting guy?
Our good funny friend.
Anyway, so he sends Peter a message saying, "Look at this random shit Samson sent me," and then it's me saying, "Palestine."
Yeah.
And then Peter's like, "Yeah, that is pretty random." Then I show Peter my phone. I'm like, you don't understand. He first messaged me, where he's just going, and like, but then he wants Peter to think that I randomly sent him that, you know.
See, it's just like when you set it up
But
as
why
like this
is
is
that
our
a-
funny friend and nobody understands. This is a guy who does stand up with us who clearly has something off with him that nobody wants to address.
I'll address it. That's funny, man. He's funny.
All right.
He's funny.
He's in Jackass 4D.
Huh?
He's gonna be in Jackass 4D.
He should do that. He should do that.
What is Jackass 4D?
Well, they had 3D, so I think 4D is like when the air shoots at your legs in the audience.
In your ass.
They have that in Disney World 4D. You don't know what that is? Okay,
Yeah.
so it's a 3D movie, but there's also like when there's water in the movie, you like a little mist goes on you.
Yeah.
Like air blows on your leg. That's a
Oh,
total
right.
fucking-
It's like experiential. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I disassociated for a sec there.
I just wanted an excuse to go.
Yeah.
So he sent you a voice memo, and then you sent him one back, and then he recorded it and sent it
As
to
if
Peter. And
I was the first guy to do it. Yeah. He's like,
yeah,
can you believe you sent me this? And I was like,
That's
"You
funny."
started it.
So okay, all right. Here's the thing. So this podcast, what's the theme of this podcast?
Well, I was trying to get to, when I was asking you, is there something that it's called Is It Me? So is it like it's about spiraling and feeling like
Spiraling?
spiraling? Do you not know what that is?
I know
Spiraling?
spiraling. But
It's like when you look in the mirror and you ask, what the fuck am I?
Like, okay, like for you, like when I go to a strip club, I just want to be alone and no one wants to leave me alone.
oh no, I haven't been
is
to a strip
that
club.
just me? Like, is
Yeah.
it me?
Or do you have
so there's a
moments?
theme.
Do you have moments in your life where you're like, where you think you're the only person in the world who does this, or like something weird you do?
Nah, there's homeless people.
I saw a homeless guy pissing like out in the public, outside stream, like not against the wall, like out up against his back against the wall. He was pissing forwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never seen anyone do that in my life.
2-3 weeks ago, Matthew drove me home and we're about to go in my place and he like pulls over and there's a dude peeing and we look at him and he just looks at us and doesn't look away and he just stares
While he's peeing.
straight. And I was like, I don't want to look away now. Like, what are we gonna let this guy alpha me while he's peeing? Like,
Why do
he
you
should
look
look away.
alpha when he's pissing?
Well, that's always that was like when I was in high school. It was a game we used to play on the Metro. One of my friends told me about it. It's like you can't let someone alpha you on the Metro.
Okay, wait. I want to hear this.
So to alpha someone on the Metro is, you know, when you make eye contact in public, someone's gonna look away at some point.
Yeah.
You can't be the first person to look away.
Okay, why?
Because
Then they win.
then you're the beta.
No, you get pissed.
What's wrong with being
No,
a
he's
beta?
not wrong. I've had situations where I'm driving into my parking lot and a guy sees me and then he's still looking. So now I'm like, I will risk hitting a car and keep driving just so I don't have to do that. And then I one time looked away. I thought, whatever, fuck it. I look back. He's still back. He's a block away, still looking. Like, and he's waiting for me to come back.
Yeah.
Okay, let's dive into this. What's so wrong? What's
There's nothing wrong with it.
What's
This is a fun game.
No, I know, but it comes from a fear of being a beta. What's
Because
wrong
we're,
with being a
we're just
beta?
animals at the end of the day.
Okay, but we're not really animals. Like in nature, if you're a beta, like it usually means you're gonna be the one that dies, right?
I don't want to die.
And there were, I gotta say, there were many times where I was the beta on the Metro. Where like I look at someone and I'm like, okay,
How
is
is
there-
it beta retro?
Well, it's in the game, Peter.
No, we're all taking the bus. We're kind of.
No, but
Yeah,
we're all-
but he means he makes eye contact with someone, and now we're on a stare off. Like right now, we're doing it, and it's the first person who looks away is the beta.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm like,
well,
what's the
sometimes I look away first.
So what's the guy gonna do every time he sees you on the metro? He's be like, remember that. And he just walks off. Like, what the?
Well, to be honest, the people I'm playing the game with, they don't
That's
even
what
know
I'm trying to
Like
get
a
at.
bald guy from Brooklyn walks in. All right, he's not Jewish. I'm not Jewish.
Okay, wait. What's the biggest time you've been a beta, or what's like a time you've really simped really hard?
When I went to a strip club,
Okay. Every time you're at a strip club, you're just a complete beta.
I'm like, shit, I should have just picked up bitches.
Yeah.
Okay, have you ever had your heart broken?
At a strip club.
A strip club?
No, in life, from day one. Like,
Oh,
since
that's
you're
a good
kid.
question. Yeah.
I mean, heartbroken. I don't know. I'm still going. I don't know what the fuck.
You can't answer anything.
Okay. He's like.
You just can't
he's
answer a
like,
question.
He's like media trained. Like you don't. Like you could be a bro. You could be a
Like
punk.
Mark Zuckerberg. He's like Senator.
Give me a
Senator, please.
There's people in this world that are dying. All right.
Yeah.
It's the amendment, man.
You could be a
No, he's
politician.
Mark Zuckerberg. He's like Senator. All of our hearts have been broken. But Senator.
Oh, but okay. Well, this is a question that I actually always ask men, and they always have an answer. Who's the one that got away?
The one that got away?
Mhm.
I don't know. Is this the Dirty Four?
What?
What do you mean the 34?
We gotta stop with the inside jokes. We gotta.
We're gonna stop with that.
Why was that a question that was asked on the Dirty Four?
Oh no, it's just being random. No, what got
Just-
away?
the one that got away, the girl that got away,
girl
or the
that got
guy,
away?
girl, whatever that got away.
No, I don't want to rape her. It's crazy.
She can go.
She could go.
Yeah, it's Johnny 3 issues. You have
That's
to, you have to, you have to be there.
I think that's a call, but that's Mike's joke. Mike has that joke.
He has a joke?
Mike Latus has that joke.
All right, wait.
I asked him once, I'm like, who's the one that got away? And he's like, bro, they all get away because I don't rape.
Oh, that's actually funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
Do you have one that got away?
No, I normally just let them leave.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No,
I'm so happy you guys came on this podcast to talk
amazing.
about things.
The best.
No, but I'm being honest. Like, I've never felt like that was my soulmate that I'm no longer with. You know what I
What
mean?
about the Jewish girl from Bialik that you had a big crush on, Jess Lieberman or whatever her name was?
Well, you know, now we have to explain to the audience what Bialik is.
Well, why don't you?
Well, Bialik is
a
a
school in
private
Montreal.
Catholic Lebanese school.
Shalom.
And for some reason, they teach Hebrew. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
That's good. All right, that's good.
Okay.
Okay.
So there was a girl at Bialik you were in love with?
What, I told you that?
Now we're getting somewhere.
Oh shit.
Anyways,
So
did I get her name right? You said her name too. How the fuck do you know this? I feel like I just show up on Xanax and I just say shit to John. I half asleep in the green room and I just admit to him my entire life.
Okay, well, have you
And then
ever...
he sent me the whole recording on Twitch. He's like, here's all the shit you said to me.
I wasn't there.
I gotta tell this story. There's a crazy story of you on Twitch. I gotta tell the story. And it was literally live streamed.
He's like, what is
I don't even need to be here anymore.
It was literally a night where Samson went to Hasher's house.
Oh,
And
God.
it was probably, dark time for you.
Hasher's a comic from Montreal, for those listening.
There's too many
Went
inside jokes
live.
here.
He clicked go live while he was with Samson, while Samson was just like
Oh shit. Oh shit.
doing some stuff you're not supposed to do on Twitch.
Whoa, okay.
And they were having conversations.
Violating the Twitch guidelines.
Yes.
Yes.
Partaking in a recreational substance.
Gotcha.
And that's what I'll say. And it's one that probably not comfortable being live streamed.
Yeah, they don't normally broadcast to the fucking planet.
Yeah. And then as I pull it up, it's Samson
Dude, Tybo with crack.
paranoid and freaked out, and Hasher just showing you midget propaganda. It's not actually midget propaganda, but he's making him watch all these videos of the life of a little person. He made him watch a Jubilee with 8 little people and them talking, and it was just one Hasher's like, see, bro, it's not easy to be like me, man. So it's just why are we live right now, man?
Can I tell you a story?
It was like empathy training.
One time he showed me this random video. I don't know if I should. I'm violating a non-disclosure agreement. Anyways,
Really?
there's this video of people in Pakistan that are debt slaves generationally, meaning their great grandfather owed money and then they never can pay it off. So for the rest of their grandkids, they all have to make bricks as slaves. And I'm watching this. I'm like, dude, this is fucking sad. These are
Yeah, really
modern
sad.
day slavery. He's like, no, I know these guys. I said, no, these are good guys. They made bricks for my family's home back home. They're really good at their job. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah, I love those types
he's
of
like, that's a good company.
That would make his family the people collecting the debt, would it not?
Well, he made it sound like his family's rich back home or something. I don't fucking know.
Okay. Let's go back to the question of have you ever been in love?
I don't know. I like bitches.
You like bitches, but have you ever loved them?
Okay, there we go. We're getting somewhere. Ooh, not,
be honest.
What was the
I won't
situation?
push. I won't push.
How old were you? How old were you?
When I was in high school, I'm more like that love type bullshit.
Okay, and then what changed you?
Just freaking when you go clubbing, and you're like, well, he's one just it's not the same. Then you're like, okay, you see, this one's with this person. Actually, no, I remember I saw this one chick that was with a couple, but then this one guy's like, I bet you I could fucking bang that chick. And then you end up like, yeah, I banged that chick, but she said she had period all over my Explorer. Then I'm like, well, then it's not even love anymore. It's like this bitch is just doing on now.
So this is actually that's a great answer. So basically, like you going out young clubbing and seeing the culture of people and how they hook up with people and how they maintain their relationships, made you lose hope in real relationships.
If you want to break it down.
Yeah, I want to break it down.
That's what we're literally trying to make you do is break it down. But yeah, Okay, so you lost your faith in love at the club.
What the fuck is happening? I mean, no, there's still love. You can still love.
No, but you saw how it was, and you were like, damn. You were like, okay.
This is like
nobody's
Morpheus in
actually-
the Matrix right now. We're interrogating him.
It's the smell.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when the Agent Smith is interrogating Morpheus, and he's like,
I want to get out of here.
I love that every reference that the two of you have, the other one knows.
It's crazy.
It's
well,
actually
our viewers
insane.
know what the Matrix is, all right?
Okay, have you ever been in love?
I love my dogs.
Where the hood's at?
What about J-
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Just
I'm gonna get sued.
I love this getting angry. It's like,
No, you're not gonna get sued. Don't worry.
I don't know what that is.
And my aunt's gonna call me, passed out on the couch. You know, so come back to buy you.
Okay, you don't have to talk about her specifically, but have you ever been in love?
Did I get the name right?
I'm not even answering that. Okay. But Senator, we've all been in love.
Okay, but yeah. So you were in love, and what happened?
I literally, okay, to be completely honest, like I thought, but in reality, like true love, like my parents have 2 pugs. I love those dogs so much. You know, I'm on good terms with my parents. I love them. And I have friends who I love who, and I've thought about it. Like, I don't, maybe I'm just being, you know, I'm too young, but I don't relate to people who want to get married. Like, I don't feel that. I don't relate to the idea.
I like that idea, though.
Because like for me, marriage is a weird complication. It's like, I've seen people that are married where it's like, you know, the husband will be like, so did you clean the kitchen? Did you walk the dogs? Did you take the kids to school? Also, can I get a blowjob? Just like, how do you fit love and romance back into life when unless they're both making the same money? But then I don't know. It seems like so complicated that for me, like love is like psychosis.
Okay.
I feel like love is
That's deep.
Love feels to me like a mental disorder that
Kind of is.
that I only share with people or animals that I absolutely trust. So I guess what I mean to say is I don't trust another person that I would be in a relationship with where there's things, money, sex, you know, responsibilities, all these things combined. I don't know. It seems like maybe just too much for me.
So this is a relationship podcast.
No. So we're just
No.
trying to get somewhere and understand like you guys and just
Also
get insight on
satisfied.
your lives and stuff. And so like both of you, different experiences, you more so from the club, you more so from seeing relationships that you don't like how they ended up, kind of lost hope in the idea.
I've only had
of a
one relationship that ended amicably.
Not your relationship, but seeing other
Yes,
people's
and
relationships
others.
and being like, I don't like how their relationship is, so I don't think that it's for me to get married. Like that, and I'm not saying that you're wrong, I'm just saying that that's kind of where it came
Well, you know
from.
what it is? Like a lot of guys have, like people talk about like Bill Maher, for example. He's like this single guy who's like, how old is he now? Like 65? Fuck.
Something like
And
that.
everybody always like, oh, he's probably miserable. This guy for sure hates his life. He's
probably happy.
Like, I don't know. I see him on his show there. He's just drinking and smoking with celebrities all day. He does whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I feel like there's a subtle resentment and jealousy of people who are in relationships who see a person who's independent and does whatever the fuck they want. And then they'll be like, oh, that guy, there's no way he's happy. It's like, I don't know, man. Like,
Yeah.
the divorce rates are going up, and there's people that are doing well off for themselves. And if the whole planet thought like me, the human race would be over. You know, there'd be no more kids.
What are you talking about?
Like nobody would having families and kids. Like I feel like it would be less production of children. So the population, I don't know.
Yeah, but you seem like you like I think the idea of relationship, you still do it. Like I think
You can be in love and not get married, though, can't you?
That's a good point. Yeah.
you could not love and get married.
Yeah. I
You
guess
can also not love and get married.
the
That's
ca-
very
yeah,
true.
The
And
catalyst is like my mom has told me like one day you're gonna meet someone like I'm wrong that you're gonna actually have such a connection with, and it's like okay, so I'll wait for that day to come, you know. But I'm not gonna I don't seek it,
that's good.
you know.
No. Yeah. No. I seek a goal. I want to get to the top first, and then
And I think it's weird to just walk around and be like, oh, is she the one? Is she the one? Like, just like, isn't the expression like you fall in love, like just some shit magically happens?
Yeah, I think if you
know.
plan for it too much, it won't
Yeah.
happen for sure.
fine. I'll settle for number
But
2.
also, I can say that if you're walking around with like enough defense mechanisms to like protect yourself from like potentially wanting to date someone and them not wanting to date, you might not give yourself the chance to actually embrace one. And I just want to go back to the like people in relationships looking at single people, single people looking at people in relationships. I genuinely believe that there's just pros and cons to both. That there's no life you're gonna live that you're happy all around, and it's more just like what's best for you.
Of course, but if it was obvious that one way of life was the best, obviously the best way, we'd all have that on our to-do list at some point in life.
Right.
My father told me that it's better that you pursue that way of life. He did get married. He's only been married once.
Okay.
My mom is on her second marriage now.
Yeah.
And like he thinks like, okay, look, things worked out in the end so far with his current wife, and he's happy that he at least experienced that. And if ever, hopefully not, but if ever one day things change, which I don't think it will, but at least he knows what both sides of the fence are like.
For sure.
You know. So he's had that full experience. He would have then had that pre-marriage, post-marriage, marriage. He would have known what life is like on all sides of the fence. But yeah, it's not really something I think about too much, to be honest.
How do you guys deal with loneliness?
Work.
That's actually the kind of what I was gonna say. I feel like
That's a
the
good
way you're
answer.
living your life right now, you don't even have time to like I was trying
I
to.
wish I could chill all day.
That's what I was. Yeah, I was gonna ask you. I was like, so what happens when you wake up in the morning? What's the first thing you think? And it genuinely, like, I feel like every day you wake up and you're like, fuck, I gotta go.
I gotta go to work, but at the same time, I'm always like, okay, what's the next joke? My set's not there yet. I gotta fucking, all right, what skill I gotta do to prove the set? Like, I gotta learn poetry. I gotta learn freestyle. I gotta learn Toastmasters shit. I gotta learn how to fucking.
Wait, you know about Toastmasters?
Toastmasters is good. Yeah. It's old school.
I didn't know other people know. Okay.
You know how I learned about Toastmasters? So when I was younger, my family, the four of us, we went to family therapy because things were getting a little out of hand. And our therapist, instead of helping us, just spent the entire time pitching Toastmasters to everybody. She's like, Toastmasters is really great. It's like but I wonder like how it started. It feels a bit culty. Because isn't Toastmasters like all about public speaking?
Yeah, but same thing with the what's it called, the film guild or whatever they call it. Everyone has their own groups, and then they just make their own thing, and then it's just like one guy like, well, fuck these guys, I'll make my own shit, and it's be like Toastmasters 2 or whatever the fuck it is.
This is becoming like WWE Toastmasters.
WWE is just like the Fisher Price version of everything in the world. It's just they didn't come out like New World Order, and it was like, oh, that's fucking funny. And then you hear people talk about conspiracy and shit, like, oh fuck, like that's with wrestling, that's great.
But that's funny.
No, the New World Order was the like.
Okay, we're not doing this again.
No.
Don't say the words.
That's
The New World Order was a thing, and then the WWE took it.
No, but there's been a show.
but yeah, but like
No. Yeah.
no, like it could be like a reverse.
No.
It could be a
They started it first, and then they move out. He was like, "Hey, let's do
Yeah.
this."
You're like, what came first, WWE or anything that happens in the world? It's like, obviously.
Peter's like a kid. He sees the New World Order. He grows up. He hears about the Illuminati. He's like, damn, WWE is doing shit.
They started it all.
They started, yeah. It was just fucking-
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not totally crazy to think, but I was watching an old episode of I was watching an old episode of Family Guy, and they like really old, like first I think season 4.
Yeah.
And they had a scene where where Stewie's like running across the mall. He streaks across the mall, and then he screams something. He's like, "Oh my god, Kevin is who's the guy who did House of Cards?" The guy who came out.
Kevin Spacey.
He's like, he runs across naked, streaks across naked. He's like, Kevin Spacey's like chasing me and trying to get me in his basement. And it was just such a quick one-liner. And it was in the age where Family Guy like literally just moved on to the next joke immediately. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, this was like 15 years ahead of time. Which of course, like I'm sure, like
I think
they just all knew what was going on. Of
course. Yeah.
But it's insane that like they were able to call so much stuff. Family Guy and The Simpsons. And I think American Dad have like called so many things.
Because in the industry,
they
everyone
know.
knows stuff,
Yeah.
and nobody's allowed to say it, nobody wants to say it, but they're like doing cartoons. They're making hundreds of millions of dollars. They don't care.
They don't give a shit.
Also, cartoons can get away with crazier shit. Like South Park with actors.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't be able to get away with that.
They get to be out of pocket a lot more than the other shows. Yeah. So like in 10 years, maybe there's going to be a cartoon with like some Claudio references.
I think that Stewie thing could be like it's an inside joke. Like,
No, No, it was an inside joke, but it was so out of pocket that I think it was funny because of how random it was at the time.
Yeah.
But it was real.
like,
Seth MacFarlane or
was
whatever was
literally-
calling stuff out.
Before, I didn't know about the Family Guy episode, but like before all the Kevin Spacey shit came out, and maybe like 13 or 14, there's a rapper that I know who was like, I was at a club and Kevin Spacey like called me up to his booth, and I was so excited because I thought he just knew my music, and then he just tried to fuck me.
Yeah.
It was like he
song?
was just trying to like, huh?
I was in a song.
No, he just did like an interview and he was talking.
Oh,
about
okay. I think he rapping like then Kevin Spacey.
That'd be a good song.
Yeah.
And I heard about that and I was like, damn. And then in House of Cards, Kevin Spacey was by, and I was like, are they trying to like do something with
They
this?
always do that. That's what's so scary about these about these like sickos is like they all play these rules where like that's where they're like breadcrumbing us. So they're telling us that they are doing these things. Chris D'Elia played a pedophile in like 3 shows.
Yeah.
But Jerry from Subway.
Yeah,
you
that
can't-
guy
you
kept
can't-
it.
you
That
can't
kept
say-
it.
You can't say Jared Fogle in a Subway. I tried saying his name at Subway and I was like, oh, fuck, sorry. You know?
It's like saying bomb at the airport.
Exactly. You can't say Jared Fogle at Subway.
Yeah.
we get the
So
football.
okay, he kept it under wraps.
Yeah, and look, did you see what happened? Recently, he won the case. He
won the case?
A bunch of the
Like, he got-
witnesses died. And then the
Oh,
case
no,
was
that happened.
the case was thrown out. He won, and then he went. And is he actually running for president? Did anyone see this video? Is it real that he's running for president?
I'm confused. Who's running for president?
Kevin Spacey went on
that's-
Tucker
that's
Carlson.
Jared.
Oh, I thought Jared was running for, and then
I'm
I thought
sorry.
all of his witnesses died, and I was like, what?
No, they're alive. Still, just made a movie.
Yeah.
They're good.
Okay, wait. So Kevin Spacey is running for office.
I don't know if that's real, but he basically like came out in the House of Cards like character.
Oh yeah, I saw that video. That was haunting to watch.
It was kind of crazy, and
Yeah.
he's just saying like they wanted to come for me, and I won. Mm-hmm. I was like, not for nothing. Like Kevin Spacey literally like did the trip with fucking Clinton and shit around Africa.
What did he do with that?
Oh my god, he was for sure like #1 passenger on Epstein's island, 1000%.
Oh, do you want to see the list?
Oh, 1,000,000%, 1,000,000%, and it's gonna destroy. I genuinely believe part of
you
the
can see,
reason.
you can see the flight records. They're public.
Yeah, but
what do I
there's
do?
the list.
Just
There's
Google
the
it.
client list, and the client list is like separate because there's also clients like around the world that never went to the island. And
Right.
I genuinely believe that part of the reason, like, yes, there's the people that want to protect everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely believe if the full list gets out, it's gonna destroy the fabric of like how people like. There's gonna be so many people that people trust on that list, and it's gonna like. People are gonna lose their fucking minds.
Bill
That's what
Nye,
I
the
think.
science guy?
Dude, I always knew
Bill Nye, #1 guy.
I always knew Epstein's Island was sketch because on the Yelp reviews, you get people like, well, there's children everywhere. I'm kidding. On the Yelp reviews.
Rented an Airbnb.
All right,
Yeah, very weird daycare. Like, yeah. What do you think that's a byproduct of
What
Epstein's Island?
A byproduct?
of pedophiles. Supply and
No,
demand.
I know, but they're all pedophiles. There's that many pedophiles like in the wild.
So there's
Apparently.
I think so. I heard that it was like kind of like it's like a you fuck a kid so that you're like it's like a trust thing. It's like a circle of trust. It's like we've all fucked kids, so now all of us can't fuck each other over because we all
No,
know
you
we
have to
fuck
be able
kids.
to fuck a kid first of all.
Well, I heard there was like a guy that
Don't
just...
take Cialis and then be like, all right, I'm part of the club now.
Well, they would like, but I mean, okay, but you're in these like high level circles. Everyone's on a crazy amount of like drugs and different substances, and the moral morality goes out the window. I've seen it with my party friends. Like they do a bunch of crazy shit that I'm like, you wouldn't do this if you weren't like so fucked up on. And for that, it's not like I'm not talking about like fucking kids or anything, but I'm talking about like cheating and stuff.
I would hope.
You know what I mean? Like the reason, like when you're with your party friends or you're with groups of people where you're really getting on like all kinds of like fucked up drugs and alcohol, like there's no rules anymore.
Well,
you know?
No, I'm just saying, what happens if there's a guy that just didn't want to go to Cancun and he's just like, I just want to chill on the beach. And then he just doesn't know that they're fucking kids on the side.
so
I'm
I
sure there's
feel,
some innocent bystanders.
No, I feel like there's people who are like going with not bad intentions. I feel like there's people who like just see like these groups of people with a bunch of models and shit, and they're like, oh, they have so many friends that are models, and then they like go to a party and one of the models hooks up with them, and like they didn't pay and they didn't do whatever, the model came to them and they're like whatever, and then they get an invite to the island, like I want to go party with these people, and then they get there and then they like hook up with another person, and then like that's what it is maybe the next day they come in, they go, by the way, that girl you hooked up with, you know she's 16, right? And you know we have a camera in your room?
Well, also,
And then there's the ones who are like legit pedophiles, and they're like, okay, we got you, come through.
but also like rich people are fucking weird. Like I feel like at that level, when you're dealing with like the multi-millionaire class, like there's so much money and wealth to be made by networking with sick fucks.
Yeah.
That I bet you there's a guy at like a ball en blanche party at Epstein's Island where he's not a pedophile. He's just talking to his friend who's like a hedge fund investor. And he's like, oh yeah, Kevin Spacey, you know, in parentheses, fucks kids. Real oddball, worth millions though. He's like,
Yeah,
way
no,
they talk.
for
real
sure.
oddball. Like they just like put like
they just separate the morality because they're just looking for their own interests.
carpet mentality.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So you wrap someone
Shout
in a
out
carpet.
Matthew Bourgelli, can't say compartmentalize. So it's the carpet mentality.
Carpet mentality.
Yeah, I mean, you see it. We see it on smaller scales, even in comedy. Like, there's so many guys that have been like that are like 100% predators. Like even like famous comics, and we're like, yeah, but they're so funny though. You know, like I hear that all the time. They're like, they're so funny though. Like
Can I
if they
tell you
weren't
a
that
story?
funny, like maybe we would let it slide. But it's like they're so funny, so we just compartmentalize.
You know, when I was in high school, I was walking home with my headphones in. I did not know there was a homeless guy following me the whole time talking.
Yeah.
Then I take my headphone. I'm like, were you talking to me the whole time? Like I literally was not listening to you. And he's like, hey man, I don't know. I don't care about Michael Jackson and those kids, but Thriller's a damn good song.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would say that's a really good example. Like, I
The
mean,
whole time he was just talking about
people
how he
still
doesn't care
listen
that
to
Michael Jackson's a
his
pedophile.
music.
I really find the celebrities who come out being like they tried to get Michael. They fucking made all that shit up about Michael. I always find that really weird. I find it really fucking weird, man.
What? Oh,
I don't know. Like, why is that your life?
He was a Catholic priest.
You're literally talking. It's like it. Like,
There is like I mean, we don't have all the time in the world to like dive deep into this because also we have like 2 minutes. But I think some people think that like in history there's like always groups of people that are scapegoated, and I think some people think that
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, because he was black, he was scapegoated. Well,
he's
the same way that some people even think Harvey Weinstein
Even
was
while he was
scapegoated.
white though.
No, for real. Like they're like
No, yeah,
there's
it's
groups of
just-
people, and like I mean,
Harvey Weinstein. It's just there's too many people that
There's
know
just,
what his
like-
dick looks like.
yeah,
There's too many.
Well, there's
What
too
does this
many.
look like?
There's like a list of like 33 women, and I think those are only the women that came forward. There's a
Exactly.
lot of
There's
women that
definitely
just
more.
don't even want to get involved and get coming forward.
He's like his own island.
I mean, Bill Cosby is on tour.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby.
Back,
They
baby.
fucked up the court.
Oh,
They
okay,
fucked up
that's a
something.
very-
Yeah,
They like falsified evidence or something, so he got out fully.
yeah. He got out. He's
I want my
literally
tickets now.
he's literally on tour. Why?
Because you sold it, so he's bucked my bet.
I want to see. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go
got
see if
his
I can actually
Cosby.
find the tickets to Bill Cosby's tour.
There you go. See? Oh, sorry, they're in
It's
currently no agreement.
4.5 stars.
Oh, okay, so maybe he's not on tour.
Well, check. Can you check reviews?
Yeah.
No,
I don't remember any of it. It just takes a pill.
Okay, yeah. 2015 is the last one.
Okay, yeah. So maybe it was just he was supposed to be on tour. Maybe
Yeah, he
didn't.
said he was going to, but then
That's possible. I mean, like, well, what's his face? Louis has to sell everything on his website now.
I don't think he has to. I think
No.
he just wants to.
Yeah.
Well, I think the first time, like when he first came back, he was like,
no, he's about the ticket because he doesn't want no. It's the same thing with Andrew Schultz. He doesn't want the Ticketmasters to take a certain percentage out of the fucking ticket.
And then the reselling and all of that.
they don't need it.
Yeah, he doesn't need it. He
So
doesn't.
Louis, I genuinely think Louis just said, "Fuck everyone, I'm gonna do it on my own," and it worked out. Like he did
Yeah.
the first one, and then it worked, so he just kept doing it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But part of it also, I'm sure, was that he maybe didn't have a ton of brands that were like super stoked to work with him.
Maybe. But yeah. Like,
Either way, it
definitely-
worked out
definitely
for him, I
people were-
guess.
No, you're always swagged out. Fuck.
Thank you. I try my best.
Last time you were wearing what was that? What was it? Death Row, and you're like, who is that?
Oh yeah. Okay. We'll end on this
I'm wearing
story. But the
Dad
other day I'm
Kessler's
in.
sweater.
That's so random. I showed up to Third Floor Comedy Club on Thursday for Shine Box, and which is a very fun show that you should all go check out. And it's free. And Peter and Vance were there, and Vance comes up to me, and I'd gone thrifting. I bought this T-shirt that said Death Row Records on it, and I liked it because it was white and the blue. Like I like the colors, and I am really guilty of this. Sometimes I just buy things because I like it and I don't know the cultural meaning behind it. And then Vance is like, Death Row Records, like, and I'm like, okay. And then in my head, I'm like, oh no, is this like, what is this? What am I repping?
Big
and then they
merch.
explained to me,
Well, actually, low key, Death Row Records, like Suge Knight did a bunch of fucked up shit, but it's okay. It's not like
Yeah. They
Death Row
they
Records
walked
is
me
still
through the
fine.
eras, and now I was like, what is it now? Like Death Row Records now, and they're like, they're good.
Yeah.
It's like, wait,
I heard
Snoop-
him say-
Snoop-
so I didn't
Snoop
know
Dogg,
that. I didn't
Snoop
know that
Dogg.
story, but I was in the back with Ava, and I go, "What a fucking nice shirt Michelle has." I go, "Such a nice shirt. That's
Oh,
crazy."
thank you.
And then Eva goes, "Yeah, Michelle has the best clothes always." And I go, "Yeah, like Michelle, but like this shirt specifically also is not something I would expect Michelle to have." Now it makes so much sense. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm a poser.
no, but it's
But now that I know that Snoop Dogg owns it, like I would have, if I had known that before, I would have bought it. I love Snoop.
Yeah, but like, you know, most of them, like P. Diddy wanted to kill some of those guys. Now he's like, okay, let's be family.
Hey, wow, the final callback.
No, there's like the scene in NWA. Obviously, this could be fake, but I would assume there's so many real stories like this where like Suge Knight is like in the studio and he has like a dude like naked who's like on a dog leash and they're getting like the dog to attack. It's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah. It's a rough scene. But yeah, Suge Knight literally, I think there's a video of him. He ran someone over, backed up over them, and then ran over them again. And then in court, he got life, and he passed out when they gave him life. He just fell unconscious in court. It was crazy.
Oh, wow.
But he put him in jail.
Yeah, but I think he might have gotten out.
what's happening?
There is some new and disturbing video that will impact the murder case against media mogul Suge Knight.
Media-
Video obtained by TMZ shows the January 29th.
I don't want to watch this. I really, really, really don't want to watch a hit and run.
You close your eyes.
Yeah, I'll close my eyes.
Hits one man. Seconds
I
later,
hate that men love. You guys love to watch like crazy ass shit.
What? Oh, no, I know some bitches that you like some wild shit.
I'm sure there are bitches who like wild shit.
I think I saw Alec Baldwin in the backseat.
Did he? Is this a movie set? Terry, no.
Crazy.
That's insane.
Death Row Records, buddy.
And then like, it's like obviously
That's what I'm repping when I wear that shirt.
his excuse was he is legally blind.
Right. Yeah. Because being blind makes you reverse and
But this
then
is
go
before-
again.
This is before court, though, I think.
How do you fake being blind in court? You're like looking around like, I'm blind.
They tried to make him look like sick, and they all did it. YC did it. Cosby did it.
Classic.
They'll try and look sick.
Classic. Okay, you guys, this has been so much fun and so much chaotic fun. Thank you for
Next time, I
coming.
will figure out what the fuck this is.
Yeah, next time you will. I still think you should run for mayor because no one will ever get you to answer anything.
What? Oh, I don't know, you. Eric, what the fuck?
Well, I'm just saying you should be a politician.
Peter,
What happened?
there's the unemployment rate in this city has skyrocketed since you've gotten into power. What are you gonna do about it?
That's what it is.
It's what it is.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's all right, man. Sometimes they're doing good. Sometimes you don't need money. Yeah.
Somebody save me.
Okay,
Shout out to
thank you
Tornadoes.
all so much. Come back next Friday. Bye.
Is it me?